Hey, welcome into SportsBet 2.0 betting insight today on SBRpicks.com. Pauly and Teddy, big game breakdown. Villanova, Michigan for the national championship, and the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, and the Mets against the Phillies. Can Harvey rebound after a terrible season last year? Turn the shot clock on and play the day before we get out of here. And a great edition of Bad Beats, Bad Bets, Bad for the Books to start on Monday, April 2nd. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at Real SportsBet. He's at Teddy_Covers. A moose right off the bat. Cubs, Marlins. First five, under 4.5. No score. Bottom of the fifth. 1-0. 2 outs. Then all hell broke loose.
Yeah. And when you're talking about Hall of Fame bad beats, this one certainly stands out. You're nothing at the bottom of the fifth. You got an under 4.5 ticket. You're feeling pretty good. With 2 outs and a 1-0, yeah, you're still feeling pretty good. There's the moose. You know how it goes, Pauly. And when you're talking about shortening the time frame of your wagers, your quarter wagers, your half wagers, you tend to get more bad beats in those spots. This certainly one of them. That was a Hall of Famer between the Cubs and the Marlins for underbettors yesterday.
Yep. I'll call this bad for the books. Blue Jays were sent out the dog, went off the favorite. Boone with the tough decision. He intentionally walks Donaldson and Smoke hits a grand slam. It happens every night. Teams continue to blow leads. That's how it is. Expect bullpen shenanigans every night.
That being said, when you're talking about bullpens that we trust, the Yankees bullpen's as trustworthy as any in baseball. I mean, they have as good a bullpen on paper as maybe I've ever seen. We're not going to see the Yankees blow a lot of leads. And when the Yankees bullpen does blow a lead, then the Royals or the Phillies is the Yankees. We're going to call it a bad beat because that's what it was. Yeah, Toronto got the money and Toronto got the win. Bad beat.
All right.
And bad for the books.
Bad beat. Nationals run line against the Reds 5-1, and then a multiple run lead in the bottom of the ninth. A 2-out, 2-strike home run allowed by Doolittle. 6-5 final there. Bad for the books. Mavs, Cavs under 217.5 to 213. Hard to call this one a bad beat because this is how when teams tank, they take guys out because they don't want to win the game, and that's when the Cavs hit the Mavs with a big run in the fourth quarter.
They did. That being said, Dallas is up 4 in the fourth. They're up 2 with 9 minutes left, and they score 6 points the rest of the way. Dallas plus 10.5 against Cleveland, loses by 11. I got to call that a bad beat, even with a tanking team.
Disagree.
That's tough to swallow. And you talk about the Nats run line. I mean, 2 outs, 2 strikes, you've dominated the game, and your closer gives up a 2-run bomb. Nats win anyway. Everyone's happy in the Washington locker room. Not run line bettors, not even a little bit.
Yeah. That was tough. And here's a bad beat for you. Well, mercy. If you had Bucks money line, also the under was tough because they bet the under and then it went over as a result of overtime. But the Nuggets from 3.5 up to 6. The take back on the Bucks money line plus 140 as high as 210. Greek Freak ejected in the fourth quarter. They were up 10. They led by 17 with 6 minutes left. They led by 8 with 2 minutes left. They fouled Murray shooting a 3 up 3 with 2 seconds left. He made all 3 free throws. Denver actually led by 7 in overtime, but they win by 3. Horrible if you had the Bucks money line, and that saved Denver's season.
It sure did. That being said, can you imagine what a sweat it was? You had Milwaukee plus the points. They're leading by 17 in the fourth quarter. Then all of a sudden, Denver's up by 7 in overtime. You're like, geez, I can't cash anything. But Bucks come through, get the money in the end. Bucks money line, a bad beat. Denver minus 3.5 up to minus 6, a bad bet. The Nuggets get the win. They do not get the cover.
All right, bad for the Bucks. Cardinals, $1.10 up to $1.50. They beat the Mets and the Spurs. They were 2.5-point dogs, went off the favorite, and beat the Rockets by 17. No CP3.
Yeah, I mean, it was real clear from the get-go. The Spurs cared about that game. The Rockets didn't. Look at Harden chilling out on the floor. San Antonio took all the money. The wise guys knew it. I don't know if the public knew it, but the wise guys knew it. They absolutely steamed the Spurs in that ball game. When one team cares and one team doesn't, you get results like this. All the money for San Antonio and an easy win for the Spurs, knocking off the formerly hot Rockets. And then D'Antoni goes nuts after the game, says, oh, my God, we're falling apart. We got to stay together. It's like, settle down, bro. It's April. You got a week or two to work things out.
Friday was rough. How about that? Suns were 18-1 on the money line, led by 20 in the third quarter. Green, it's a buzzer beater to win 104-103. Oh, if you had Suns money line, vicious. Bad landing spots, 2 NBA totals. Bad for the books continues. Wizards, Bulls under 210.5 to 206. Fell 207. 76ers Hornets 217.5 up to 222. Fell 221.
Yeah, and both of those, if you note, most of the move cashed, and only the very end didn't cash. So under 210 to 206, lands 207. Anyone that bought back late cashes. All the under money that came in cash. Same thing with 76ers Hornets over. All the early money cashes. Anyone that bought back cashes. Both of those, you can argue, they were the single worst number to land on for either book. 207 in the Wizards Bulls game and 221 in the 76ers Hornets game. Both dismal spots for sportsbook directors to explain to their bosses on a Monday morning.
All right, up next, the national title game for all the marbles. Someone's going to get paid. Villanova was 30-1, and Michigan was 200-1. We'll talk about that. 2 games in Major League Baseball on Big Game Breakdown up next on SportsBit. Betting Insight today on SBRPicks.com.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the games.